We are live. Welcome to the Spinning Backfist MMA show. It is Robbie Fox, Jack Mack, and Big Ev. As always, bit of a new look, bit of a new studio. We've done the show in here before, but we're testing some new stuff out. Shout out Nick Hamilton on production today. Set up this new camera system, so maybe the show will look a little better today. Yeah,
we've come a long way.
The self-production didn't always work out on the Spinning Backfist.
We got it down to like a decent. There was a few times there where there was always something.
Yeah.
But we were looking pretty good for a year there.
Yeah.
But there was always something there a little bit in the beginning. I remember the Wi-Fi was always an issue.
Wi-Fi, StreamYard, cameras, mics. Sometimes the camera was on, the mic wasn't.
Oh,
we're upgrading. We're getting better.
We're getting better. Shout out Nick Hamilton.
Shout out Nick Hamilton. We're getting better every day, and we are also getting better thanks to Game Time. That's right. They're not stealing money out of your pocket like all the other ticket sites. They are the cheapest. They're the best. There's nothing like getting to a baseball game in the summer, too, especially last minute. Lucky for us, we always use Game Time. It's the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. And if you pull up Game Time right now, Rays at Yankees, Wednesday the 30th, today. $23 gets you in the building. How about that? Giants at Mets on Friday, $19. Great deals. Thanks to Game Time.
I'm going to Lil Wayne and AC on Saturday, courtesy of Game Time.
Game Time. So it's not only baseball, concerts, shows, Broadway, comedy, whatever you want to go to. I'm going to Nate Bargatze comedy show, September something. Shout out Game Time. So what are you waiting for? Buy those tickets now. Game Time's the best. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BACKFIST for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code BACKFIST, BACKFIST, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time. Lot to talk about today. News, fights last weekend, fights this weekend. Maybe start at the fights last weekend.
Yeah.
RDR, Robert Whittaker.
Close fight.
Yeah.
RDR is definitely I know we're about a month away from Chicago, or actually no, 3 weeks away. That DDP against RDR would be the funniest fight of all time, but I think just an amazing fight. But Whittaker, I can't believe that RDR survived that knockdown, and I thought he was done. But huge win for him. And I mean, RDR's been one of the best signings of recent memory. Obviously, we have to think about Poton and others, but of like the last year or so, I think he's one of the best signings UFC has had.
You had him winning 2F?
I thought so. I'd bet Whittaker pretty big. That was a tough one, but no, after the fifth round, I didn't expect to get the decision. It was, talk about Whittaker he lands the huge right hand and came with some vicious elbows immediately. I think that was honestly what ended up, weirdly enough, costing him the fight. I think he had nothing left after
He should have let him back up.
He honestly should have.
I don't blame, because he landed two big ones early, and I was like, oh my God, I thought he was about to get him out of there. But RDR was tough as hell. It was tough because it really was like a coin flip type fight. I would say laying 155 or whatever did, not great bet, because it really was like a toss up. So
I will say,
on the plus side plus money side was probably the right side. I would give credit to that, but it was a great fight. It really was a great fight.
I will say though, if we were sitting here last week at last week's time on Wednesday afternoon, and I told you have Robert Whittaker minus 155 up 2-1 on all the scorecards going into the fourth and fifth, minus 155 would have been the side.
Oh, 100.
Now, obviously that changed, 100%, but that showed how amazing of a job that DeRitter did. I was part of my cap was that DeRitter's cardio I thought was a little bit suspect, but it wasn't. The man, what a win for him, and he's.
Whittaker, did you feel like Whittaker, not that he gassed badly, but by the fifth round, I felt like RDR had way more stamina.
100%. I think the biggest thing with him was just I think those clinches, DeRitter just put all his body weight on him. Yeah. And then also I think Ev just kind of alluded to, that moment where if you were looking at his battery, he used
drained it.
70% of his battery.
He 100% went for it. He thought he was going to. Honestly, you go off the clinch too. Those DeRitter knees, I know they became kind of famous with the nickel finish, but he really does. He's got those long legs.
Yeah.
And he just throws him and throws him and throws him. That's all he wants to do.
It was crazy how much he threw the knee in the fight and how much it worked.
No, it was definitely he does it in all of his fights, but I think it was definitely game plan was they saw something there that was just keep going. I also do think it's kind of like it's tough with a guy like Whitaker. I saw some graphic where like this was the first time in like almost a decade that he hasn't been in the top 5.
It's crazy.
And I think you just kind of see like it's just like the evolution of the game.
Yeah.
Like guys like that are just you see a Didi come in there like run through him like
Yeah.
now like RDR not obviously not run through him, but I thought got like a win, a clear win.
Yeah. It was a decent card. Other than that, I texted you guys like pretty close to the end of the card, and I said like it's not a bad card. There's been some good fights. There's been some good finishes. It just felt like a nothing. Like the headlines leaving this weekend were very scarce.
And then Shara
Bullet
was like, I mean, he's just not very good.
got his nose broken in an insane way. Like that punch looked like the hardest punch ever thrown.
Yeah, and outside of that, I mean, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't great.
It was just it was fine. I was happy to have fights on in the background.
There
but
wasn't like that. Honestly, dogs cleaned up. I'll say I got absolutely like slaughtered on this card.
Yeah, me
I've
too.
gotten the last 2.
I saw you tweeted that this is fine meme pretty early on.
That was early.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think I won one after that.
Oh,
Like
no.
it was brutal. One of the
Damn.
worst I've ever had, and the one before that was horrifically bad too. And more annoying when all the dogs are winning. But there wasn't. I feel like this card didn't have that like not a lot of like highlight reel moments.
No, not at all.
Just dogs, just big underdogs winning.
And then even one of the bigger moments of the card was Bryce, and Bryce just laid on top of Saeed.
boring.
Like, I mean, it's like you kind of think, and I think that was a decent performance by Bryce, especially after getting knocked down in the first round. But I mean, it wasn't like we came away thinking, oh, Bryce is a problem at 125.
No. He looked pretty crazy on the scale. Not like horrible, but he looked a little skeletal.
Yeah, and we'll see. But I mean, Bryce is a good fighter, but he also he is who he is. And last week I said good guy, but
That's
great. Yeah,
but he did look good on the mat. I will say probably the funniest thing said was him after saying send him 2-3 years Arkansas and forget.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
incredible.
that was good. That was good.
Yeah. I actually thought he looked good weight wise.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
because I thought he was going to look horrible, like weighing in
Yeah.
135. I didn't think he looked bad. And I mean, he was winning most, like, besides, I mean, he was going to win the first round even, too. Like, that knee was the only thing that won Saeed the first round.
This isn't even like, I hesitate to call it news, but the tweet of the married couple in Dustin and Max shorts.
I mean,
I've never seen anything like
it was
this.
like I took it from the nice perspective.
I thought that was a great move. You just said like, oh wow.
One thing that I've learned working on social here is kind of like just play it a little bit. When it's a little bit something like that, play it down the middle, and then let other people kind of say something.
You know, people are gonna make fun of him.
And
yeah.
I will say, big fans of the sport. It did give me Disney adult feel, but I always think I never try to make too much fun of Disney adults because it's like, how far apart, how many degrees separated am I from a Disney adult? Not that separated.
In terms of you have like big fandoms, you mean?
Yeah, but like MMA and UFC is like an adult thing.
Yeah.
Where Disney's changed so much through the years because it has become adult, but I my first thought was that seems like a Disney adult wedding.
Such an the way she's hiking the dress up so you could see her Max Holloway shorts. It's like,
and his
what the
pants
hell?
are just down.
Yeah.
Also, it's hilarious to think that they were like matching up.
I know, on other sides, like
Yeah,
you would think they were
they're
both
at the
like
square
Poirier
off.
fans or something. To do it after the fight too, like the person is like, oh, I got to put on the Poirier shorts right after he lost.
I
Like,
was thinking, who buys those shorts like on UFC when they drop
I was thinking
them?
that they always say the
Those-
shorts dropped, and I always think like they should release the shorts as like bathing suits or something because nobody's just wearing like spandex
I
shorts.
bet if you go to like your local like UFC gyms, whatever, I bet you see some kids wearing them. Maybe.
Yeah.
You're right though. Shorts have become kind of like people will wear them in a like kind of like artistic shorts. You could see some of those like
sell
some of them
the
could be
Alex Pereira ones,
Yeah.
just like kind of like a cool Aztec design, like
100%.
see that as a bathing suit instead of spandex shorts. Like what am I doing here?
But that's who buys them.
Yeah, I guess so.
When I saw, I gasped and then I laughed hysterically.
It's so funny. I texted you guys. I stopped my fiance from working. She was like in the middle of something important. I was like, no, it's not so important right now. You got to see this picture. And she was like, yeah, that ain't happening at our wedding. I was like, trust me, I do not want
Imagine
that at our
you
wedding.
come out like Khabib and like gone.
Yeah, she's a beef.
She has the fucking hat.
You wearing the Irish the green shorts.
That's hilarious.
Speaking of McGregor, he got tested this week.
The way he was looking at his piss
This
was
picture,
so funny.
I piss excellence, he says, is so insane. The way he's looking at it,
Oh,
like
why
it's
is he-
like
He's looking at like wine.
admiring it,
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
Swishes it
beautiful
around a
kiss
little,
I made,
smells
like-
it.
It's like, no way this is getting caught by USADA.
I also,
Or
I
not USADA,
truly,
whatever it's
truly
called.
want to know, does he think in his mind he's going to get like the nomination to run for Irish president?
I think he kind of like knows it's a way to kind of
Stay in the news, stay in the
it's
Irish
kinda
headlines.
like if like I was gonna say like imagine if Tucker Carlson was running and then didn't win but wanted to stay in the but like he's not Tucker Carlson though.
He's posting like these such serious political like vote McGregor for Ireland, and I like looked up the Irish election and I'm like, when the hell is this happening? Because he's been posting about it for a while. I think there's a chance in his mind he truly believes like I've done everything I've ever said I was going to do. I'm going to go be president.
Now you are right. He is very much like that kind of manifesting, like law of attraction type. He's like, I'm just going to win.
The Mohawk, not a great look if you want to be president, though. If you want to be a UFC fighter,
I think that's the least of his
it's great.
concerns in terms of like not
Bad
a good look for president.
Yeah. True, the Mohawk, yeah. That might just be like when before Vince McMahon, he got all his allegations. He just came out with a mustache, like a dyed mustache, and everyone's like, "What the hell is that?"
But he distract him.
Yeah. Him posting the Taporia meme was pretty funny though. When someone like deep faked Taporia's face onto his Mohawk picture.
Oh, they
McGregor
did.
just posted
I
that.
did a grok photo of Taporia.
Yeah.
On spinning, just like Taporia tonight.
It's like in the mirror with a buzzer. Like,
Yeah. What else news wise? Oh, Nate Diaz wants the BMF title back.
Why would I mean Max?
He never had it.
He considers
He fought for it and lost.
he says because he came up with the idea that he was the OG BMF.
Fine.
He's like, it was my idea, so I had the title before it existed.
Bro, how much does he weigh right now?
He cannot make 155, right?
155, and I don't think Max going up to 170 off what he's done in the last year or two would just make no sense.
Also,
Yeah.
Max literally, and I know he talked about it. He's like, there should be pound for pound rankings for BMF. After the fight, he took off the belt immediately, put it to the side, and he was like, "You know what I want, UFC."
Yeah,
and it's Ilya, which I mean, I give him credit. Like that's great, but like I get it from a marketing perspective, him talking about it, using it, but. I mean, I would really hope to see like Max's next fight either a #1 contender or against Ilya, which I think it won't be Ilya, but he's probably one fight away from Ilya.
I think one fight Max.
Do you think there's any chance if they don't do Ilya Patty right away, they do Patty Max?
Yes, I do think that. I think right now essentially there's a foursome of like Patty, Arman,
Gaethje.
Max, and Gaethje.
Yeah.
And they're doing some combination of those fights. And then the winner of those fights is getting a title shot.
Yeah. Where does Charles fit into the Max equation then? Because everyone said they wanted Charles versus Max for the BMF.
I mean, I guess it's like for Max, it's like another way to make a lot of money. But I think he wants a bet. Like he want like.
Would
I think
they
he
do
does too.
like? Well, I guess actually we should make that like a 5. Honestly, take Arman out and put Charles in that equation. Weirdly
Take Arman out?
I don't, not take him out. I just think they're gonna make him fight again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Charles will always be one away.
Yeah, you're
Like
probably
he's such
right.
a star. Like if he went out, I know what happened, just bad, like visual. But if he went out there and just like choked out Patty, or like not like he fought, like I don't know if he fought.
Maybe there's a
Max,
chance they do
he
that.
Chokes out, you know what I'm saying? What if he went and choked out Max? All of a sudden, like bang, you're there.
Yeah.
you're right there.
I
again.
could see Charles and Patty.
I could see it too.
Yeah. And that would be a hell of a fight.
Because I don't know what they're gonna do with Arman. Because like none of these guys want to fight Arman.
Yeah.
Arman just wants to
think
fight anyone. Just give me someone in the top 5. So I can just stake my he beat Charles and he's still like behind him in line.
I know Armin said he doesn't want to do it, but I think the fight to make is him against Gamrot. That's his loss. You have to go with.
Man, I understand him not wanting that.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
But like you lost to him.
He did. It was a split.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
thought
fair.
he won, but like he lost. Like it's like, and dude, you're not in
Go
good
get
graces
that one
with the
back and
UFC.
then, yeah.
But it's one of those things where like I understand from his perspective because if he beats him, like no one's gonna really care. But if he beats Max, he beats Patty, he beats like Charles, any of these guys, beat Charles again, whoever they give him that, like then people would really care.
Yeah.
I think you could do Armin Charles again.
It
was a close fight.
Undeniable with a win over any of those guys.
Armin
sure.
Charles was a close fight.
Yeah.
They could do that again if they want. I could see them doing that again, to be honest. It wouldn't shock me. But I almost think at this point you'd rather do something a little more fun with
I was going to say that doesn't have as much juice to it,
like,
just doing that
because
again.
you saw that fight, it wasn't
It's
super
fine.
like entertaining.
Yeah.
Like
Was that a 300?
Yes, like
Yeah.
Charles won with like his he almost had that guillotine the first
Yeah.
round. Then he almost gets him again in like the Darce or whatever at the end, and then he pretty much the rest of it was losing with just wrestling.
Yeah, it was a boring fight.
It was like there was barely any striking. Like I don't think they would want to run that back.
let's tell everyone about another one of our sponsors here on the Spin and Backfist MMA show, and that is New Amsterdam Vodka.
Yep.
Shout out New Amsterdam. This episode is brought to you by New Amsterdam, as always, the official vodka of Barstool Sports, the official vodka of the UFC, and in our opinion, it is the official vodka of winning. That's right, it is a champion vodka. You match it up against any other vodka, and oh boy, it's a TKO for New Amsterdam. Hell, it might be a KO. Might not even be a TKO. Might be a straight
walk-off?
one-punch knockout.
Yeah.
So whether you're catching the pay-per-view fight or this weekend's fights at your favorite bar or hanging at home listening to us talk about them, celebrate your wins with the insanely smooth New Amsterdam vodka. You got the regular New Amsterdam. You got the Pink Whitney. All their products are amazing. Ev calls them the best bang for your buck.
Easily drank it all through college. Still do now. Fantastic.
It's the best. It's crisp, smooth. New label, looks nice on shelves. It'll look nice on your shelf. I almost said in your fridge, but do you do vodka in the fridge?
I mean, you could.
Some
it'd be
do
a different
freezer. Some
chill
will
it a little,
in the
yeah.
freezer sometimes.
Celebrate your wins with insanely smooth New Amsterdam vodka. Find your wins with New Amsterdam vodka. Shout out New Amsterdam. You guys put out an interview with Thad Gene today. I wasn't in for. I was doing stuff with Rowan, but very, very likable guy.
He was great. He talked to us about a lot of things. I'll continue to put out clips until Friday.
Yep.
We'll talk about PFL, that full card, in a little bit, but Thad was phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's a really nice guy. We put out a clip where he showed us how he kind of thought through from a kind of a new segment. I think we'll call it Casuals Film Room. And he he walked us through how he knocked out his first round opponent. And it was he knocked out intern Harrison Francesa. Harrison is a guy who trains a lot. He does a lot of Muay Thai. It was Harrison's idea. He was like, you should do walkthroughs.
I didn't know Harrison did Muay Thai.
Yeah, he does a lot of Muay
Good
Thai,
for him.
and he was like, I would love to be the dummy for it. And I was like, oh yeah, sick. And Thad did it, and Thad was great. He was a very easy guy to talk to.
No, great personality. So he grew up football player.
Yeah.
A lot of good guy, very good guy. It's fun conversation.
I like talking MMA with Harrison. He's got such funny takes. We talked about on the show when he put out his favorite fighter in every division.
Well, I mean, the funniest thing of all time is him saying he doesn't like the middleweight division.
That's what I was going to
about
say.
to have
Not a single fighter.
You have whatever happens, DDP Hamzat, you have an amazing fight next too. Like the middleweight's like amazing.
They're lined up for amazing fights at middleweight. He said he has no favorite fighter, and then the other week we were just talking about like, oh, do you think they do Holloway versus Charles because Holloway mentioned it or whatever? And I was like, oh yeah, like I could see that. Maybe that's next. And he was like, it would be way better than any fucking middleweight fight. Like out of nowhere, he just threw that in there. Any fucking middleweight fight. I was like, you really don't like the middleweights, huh? He's like, I do not like the middleweights. Just a funny thing, a funny take to be like, I don't like one specific division in the UFC. But I believe White Sox Dave is right there with him. I don't think White Sox Dave likes middleweights.
Well, you know what? I think they're all I think they're having some post Adesanya, like some postpartum
Maybe.
Adesanya.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Oh yeah, he is. He loves. He's an Izzy Dick Rider. Harrison and some others. I said to Harrison, DDP's the middleweight GOAT. Like obviously joking around, and he was like, "That's disgusting. How dare you say that?"
I swear to God, if he beat Hamzat, he's like getting.
He's getting
there.
Getting pretty close.
Yeah, which is
If
crazy.
he
It
finishes
feels so
Hamzat-
quick.
If he finishes Hamzat, he's getting really close.
Yeah,
Which is crazy.
Crazy.
I mean, think about
We were making
the
jokes
run
about-
he's been on.
Ever since he got
This
his
is like-
oxygen in his
I know,
nose.
the oxygen.
The level of, I mean, from knocking out Whitaker, submitting Adesanya, like two wins over Strickland, and the second one being like just a wash.
Yeah.
Complete wash.
It's crazy.
If he submitted Hamzat, holy shit.
Yeah.
What a fucking run.
It's fucking wild. Right now, middleweight GOAT's still Whitaker, technically, would you say?
I thought
Or Adesanya?
No, Izzy had a way better run than he did.
True.
Izzy, I would say.
Whitaker has an amazing career.
honestly,
Whitaker had
I
a
think
really
you'd
good
say,
run.
The Spider.
Oh, of course. Duh. That was a
That's why
dumb
I think
mental lapse.
DDP, the level of competition is getting, like if he were to finish a Chimaev, the level and finishing ability is getting so high.
And Izzy went on a little bit of a run there where it was like decision.
That's what I'm saying. Like obviously the Strickland fights have been decisions, but both like a war and then just like mopped him up.
Also, I just pulled up the chat. I forgot about the chat for a little bit. And Abraham, our guy, said I was about to say, how dare y'all, it's Silva. He's right. Also, our guy, oh my goodness, this guy Derek in the chat who just likes to really just trash Gaethje.
Oh, fuck.
No, I think it's a different, or maybe it's the same. He says, hey guys, it's Derek. And his name is now Justin Gaethje is Inbred, which that's his name. I didn't say that. He said, "Hey guys, it's Derek. Quick reminder that Poirier went 0-3 in title fights, tapping out all 3 times to blood chokes. A true warrior." Huh? I appreciate the super chat, but huh? What do you mean? Like, sure, yeah.
He did tap.
That's a fact.
It's a fact.
No, I did see some stats going around that.
Also,
like,
it went against 3 of the greatest fighters of all time.
Why is he slagging
Habib,
off Poirier
Islam,
now? I
and
thought he
Charles.
just didn't like Justin Gaethje.
Well, I saw some people
Maybe this guy
saying
doesn't
it-
like lightweights.
I saw some people saying it just about belts in general because obviously he lost both BMF fights too.
Yeah.
He won the interim belt though.
And the
There was a
McGregor
belt.
fights pretty much had belts.
Yeah.
I mean,
basically,
yeah, way more
the
money
McGregor
than
belt, the
belts.
red panty night belt.
He got championship money.
Do you want to get onto the UFC Vegas card? Is there any news, fight announcements I'm missing?
I guess just that Albazi's out.
True. Yeah.
Now we'll get with that.
And we don't know what's happening with
I'm
that
trying
right
to
now.
think, was there anything else massive?
And Urseg's fighting Ode Osborne
Yep.
next week instead at 135.
Yeah. PC Strickland just said Derek sees red.
But no, I feel like there wasn't a whole lot. The fallout from Abu Dhabi, nothing really happened.
Nothing.
Like, it's more like, DeRitter probably next, depending on how DDP Hamzat goes, and then
RDR really does have a lot of DDP in him.
oh my
Olberg
god,
Reyes, did we talk about that?
I think DDP is better for sure.
Yeah.
But he has some of that.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
He has some of that. Like, how is he doing this in him,
bro, he's gonna be he's gonna be significantly bigger than DDP in there.
He's tall, dude. He's a tall, long guy for
When
sure.
he was in there with Whitaker, he made Whitaker look so small.
Yeah.
Well, he had the one belt at 205.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's fought at bigger weight classes and had success in like big organizations. So I mean,
Did we talk Olberg Reyes getting announced?
I was just gonna say
We talked
that
about
that's
last
the main
week, or-
event for
yeah.
Perth in September.
That's a good fight.
Good main event. Honestly, a good setup fight for the UFC where like either guy, like you either have this Olberg guy who's been on this great run, like would be great like next title challenger, and then with Reyes, you have. I mean, if he wins this fight, one of the great like
Comeback.
redemption
Yeah.
arc, like comeback stories like ever in the UFC
For sure.
Well, I mean,
Yuri-
people thought he was just donezo getting KO'd like 3 in a row.
I
and then
sort of did, too.
And then I mean, I think almost everyone
Yeah.
did.
I heard from one of his like this was one of those like a guy came up to me in the gym. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm really good friends with Dom Reyes, and this was before he got back on a winning streak, and he was like, I think it was before he fought Jacoby, and he was like, we're begging him not to fight. And he said we don't we think he's finished, but that guy was
Clearly
wrong.
not, yeah.
Honestly, very likable guy too. Like
Yes.
genuinely, like I remember him getting that one, and we're like obviously big Jacoby guys. Like there was a big part of me that was like just happy for the dude.
course,
I was like, good
yeah.
for this dude, man. Like he's went through the gauntlet the last like couple of years.
Yeah.
Yuri is the backup fighter for Ankalaev against Poton rematch.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. He graduated. I feel like he's graduated 5 times.
I know.
now.
I thought the same exact thing when Pussy graduated. I was like, I thought he graduated already.
No,
What the fuck?
he maybe
I
it
think
was
to
exams.
take, I think it was to take like I think it was to take like finals or something. Like that.
Gotcha.
I think he was celebrating finishing his.
We've
exams.
said congrats to him for graduating 3 times
No,
at
when I
least
saw
on this
it
show.
on our Twitter, it was from our guy MMA Thanos who posted it. I was like, I feel like he's already graduated.
Yeah, definitely. I saw what was her name? Jessica Chastain is doing classes at Harvard, and there was like a picture of her. It was like, imagine just doing a group project with one of these people.
Yeah.
Imagine getting assigned a group project with Yuri. It's like, hey man, you want to split this up 50-50, or how do you want to do this? Like,
He'd probably be so intense. He'd probably be a good group project guy to be on your squad.
probably, yeah.
He doesn't.
Discipline, like
Discipline.
Yeah.
But he may be someone like if you show up 15 minutes late, he may just be
This is
disgusted.
not the samurai way.
Yeah.
It's like, buddy, we're in algebra. Like, what the hell? Do you want to talk PFL?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Good card.
Really good card.
Another sponsor here. Shout out to the PFL. PFL World Tournament Finals are coming to Boardwalk Hall, Atlantic City, this Friday, August 1st. 2 titles are on the line. Thad Jean, who we talked about before, and you could check out the interview with on the Spin and Backfish channels now, takes on former world champion Logan Storley for the welterweight title. Plus, former PFL champions collide when Jesus Pinedo goes one-on-one with Movlid. How do we say this here?
Kubalaev, right?
Kubalaev.
Yeah.
For the featherweight title. Don't miss the action. Friday, August 1st at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Great card overall.
That Pineda fight's a banger. Thad Jean Storley is very fascinating from just a matchup perspective. I mean, if Thad stuffs these takedowns, Logan's going to be in some trouble. But that Pinedo-Kubelaev fight is awesome. I mean, the run Pinedo's been on since he went to the PFL is crazy. It's so much fun to watch. And if he gets another finish here, he's one of the best PFL fighters of all time. Yeah. I mean, the first time he lost to Braga was like a very close fight, and ever since then he's just been unstoppable.
I mean, no, he's a killer. I mean, remember when he knocked out Loughnane, he was a plus like 600, 500 favorite after Loughnane had just won the belt the year before and just ran right through him. I mean, he's unbelievable. And yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the face-off pictures with Thad Jean and Storley. Thad Jean is so much bigger than him. It's crazy.
They did it on the beach. It was sick.
I saw that.
If he can keep this fight on the feet for like 3 minutes.
Oh my God.
Like a serious issue. Storley's got to be going in there like immediate takedown, like not even play for a second.
Yeah. We'll be in Thad Jean's corner, of course. Shout out to the PFL again this Friday. If you're in New Jersey, it's Boardwalk Hall, Atlantic City, kind of an iconic fight venue.
Yeah.
August 1st, this Friday, ESPN, ESPN Plus, 9 p.m. And prelims earlier than that, of course. All right. Get into this weekend's card.
I've had a good tweet about this card
agree.
as a whole.
Yeah.
It's not awful. There's no really big names, but there could be some bangers.
No big names.
No names at all, but like some solid matchups. So if you're really in the weeds like us and a lot of other people.
What were the three you tweeted that you said?
So I think there's rumors in jeopardy. But Vallejo Silva's was like Vallejo's is awesome. His only loss in MMA is to Gene Silva by decision on the Contender Series.
Yep.
He tweeted.
But he tweeted that Silva, I believe Silva's missed weight in the past. That he basically, I don't know if his manager found out or something, that it looks like he might not make weight. Basically, if he doesn't make weight, he's not fighting at all.
Huh.
So if they lost that fight, that would really suck.
That would suck.
Was really excited to see Vallejo's fight, like I tweeted about.
Did you say the Rebecca fight? Was that one of the ones you said?
Rebecca Duncan. I mean,
that's a
every
banger.
fight
That's a
that
good
Chris
fight.
Duncan is in is chaos. I love Chris
And Rebecca too.
Yeah, 100%.
Rebecca Orabai last year was one of the best fights of the year.
Fight.
Yeah.
Incredible fight.
And then what was the other one? Ribovics?
Yes, Ribovics Brenner.
Yeah.
That's a banger.
Oh.
I mean, those like Brenner always slugs it out.
fights.
Ribovics is the same way.
All three of those ones you just mentioned, maybe I don't think so. Danny Silva is enough of a name, but the other two, those could be like prelim headliners before pay-per-view, in my opinion. Maybe
I was gonna say like a Ribovics Brenner could be like a first fight in a main card, just because you know this fight's like, so either someone's getting knocked out or it's gonna be a 3-round war.
Yeah. We'll start the card with Pierre Rodriguez versus Caitlin Souza, 6:15 p.m. prelims. Rodriguez minus 225. Oh yeah, we'll be watching.
I'll be watching.
We'll be
what's
locked
it right
in.
now?
Minus 225.
Yeah, I think that's a fair price. Yeah, this is more so like can Pierre keep this on the feet? I think she's better. I don't think I'm going to bet it though.
I don't know if I can ever forgive her for the stunt she pulled against Carnelossi.
Yeah.
She had her knocked out. And
it's
just
unbelievable.
Headbutted her from top for no reason.
No reason at all.
They got a DQ loss.
It's like
as a minus like 210 favor that looks minus 1,000.
What do they call it? Like an intrusive thought? Like she had like an intrusive thought.
It was so stupid.
But it was so dumb because she kind of like did it like a short one and like kind of got away with it, and then she just went full blown like doom.
Yeah.
Everybody on Twitter was like, "Woo,
what is she?" I was like, no.
Yeah.
Like losing a bet, especially when you laid like big juice, and it was.
And you should have won.
And like would do it again. Like
yeah.
She was the sequence, she had knocked her down after just putting a beating on her.
No, that was a good bet.
It was
of
great.
course,
It was a great
Carnelossi.
You couldn't predict the headbutt.
That's why I'm ranting about it for 3 minutes. Of like that was on like the early prelims like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Yeah. Listen, she'll probably win. I think she probably wins, but I agree with Jack where I don't think she has the fight IQ to ever get a minus 210 from me again.
And then Rafael Estevan versus Felipe Buenas.
This could be like a decent fight. Like these are two. Like I think Rafael is pretty good.
He's minus 550
I think
here.
he's solid.
I think he's a pretty like legit fighter, but like Felipe Burns is like decent on the mat. He can like somehow
good submissions. Yeah,
he's like slick with submissions, but I don't think Estevan's the guy that's gonna get submitted. Maybe what's the total at right now? Are they out or no?
No. Or yeah. Hold on. they're not out for the next fight. Under 2.5 plus 120.
That could be a decent. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of
Estevam sub maybe.
Yeah, Estevam sub or like under 2.5, like just to cover the chance that Estevam or Felipe finds something, because he is decent. He's actually really good on the mat, but Estevam is a pretty good fighter. I think this is a squash spot for him, but I don't feel confident enough to lay that even in a parlay.
Yeah, because I don't think he's good, but he also he got finished by like Joshua Van. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying like he's fought decent guys. Like I don't have like a great read. Like my thought is that like Estevam probably wins a decision.
Yeah.
But I'm not like super confident in it. I mean, I guess I'm confident that I think that's probably how he'll win, but I'm not like rushing to bet like Estevam by decision, like minus money.
Also, shout out to the Super Chat 199, Love Dogs Avery. I missed it before, but he said Ulberg versus Reyes. I hope that us talking Ulberg Reyes satisfied that. Also, Justin Gaethje is inbred. Our number one commenter today says, how much do I have to pay Bruce Buffer on Cameo to say Justin Pillow Hands Gaethje? This guy is savage. Hates Justin Gaethje. Hates him.
Almost we need not needed a guy like this, but we said Carolina Mark this is his biggest adversary.
Yeah.
Carolina Mark.
He needs to find
biggest
this guy.
Justin Gaethje fan.
He needs to find this guy and like go fuck this guy up.
Yeah.
Just go like kick his ass.
I've never seen somebody celebrate like Carolina Mark when Justin Gaethje knocked out Donald Cerrone. Like it was like,
well, I celebrated pretty crazy when McGregor knocked out Donald Cerrone, and looking back, I might have been too excited.
He ran laps.
Yeah.
He did a lap around this office.
Yeah.
I told you. Especially, I mean, he did tell us because
he did. Yeah,
he ran right through Cowboy.
He did.
Then
Austin Bashi versus John Yanis. Austin Bashi is minus 575.
it just added. I think Austin Bashi is a really, really good fighter. His first matchup was tough against this was supposed to be against Francis.
It was Rodriguez, right? He lost to
Rodriguez.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Francis Marshall.
This is supposed to be Francis.
Why did
Hopefully,
Francis
I don't
pull
know.
I think maybe a small injury. I'm not 100% sure.
Hopefully Francis is all good, but this would have been a tough matchup for Bashi, but I think here he's like, Bashi's a pretty good fighter. I think he has a really good base. He's decent at striking, great wrestler, but his first two matchups, or second one was supposed to be, were really, really tough. Christian Rodriguez is a really, really tough first matchup.
For sure.
Especially as an undefeated fighter coming off Dana White's Contender Series. I guess that kind of shows what UFC thinks of him. To an extent.
Marshall, honestly, even a tough draw for him.
Oh,
coming off that loss.
Yeah.
Really tough draw.
But the Austin Bashi, I guess we'll have to see. I want to see what the numbers are, but I think he may be able to find a finish. He gets guys in tough positions. He goes for the finish. He's a fun fighter to watch. And I'm excited to see his performance this weekend.
Yeah, that one's not out yet because it's so new.
Yeah.
No problem.
Nick Klein versus Andrei Puliev. Puliev minus 155, not 5. Nick Klein plus 130. Maybe a spot for Nick Klein?
So I think if this stays on the feet, Puliev has him covered. But Nick Klein, he's now Abdul Malik. This was one of the 1.5
a questionable over. there was gamblers in the MMA circles who are.
I guess that's
a lot of noise around.
He does train in Vegas.
Yeah.
Over 1.5s here, and him just saying, "Oh, now we're halfway through the second round. I'll knock you out."
Yeah.
I will say probably the biggest storyline from Abu Dhabi was Jason Herzog
and
Muhammad
Oh
Yahya.
my God. Crazy.
And everybody in the line went to one from like minus one.
The over 1.5 got hammered before it.
Oh, really?
But there's 5 minutes. There's been a few of these with Herzog. I'm not even like I don't give a shit. I'll say
I saw all the tweets that were like Herzog had the over. Herzog had the over.
No, it's not even a joke.
I didn't know there was money before the fight.
And make this clear as again, I had zero skin in this. This is not like emotional for me, like losing money. Just as a gambler, like there's been a couple of these it's starting to get real sus.
Weird.
Real sus.
This weekend was insane.
This guy
got knocked out 5 times.
The one, he was legitimately out. Yeah. Like, he got knocked out. And that's why, when he didn't jump on him initially, because he's like, yo, he's literally dead.
It was
and
like controller broken. Like, he was just standing there watching.
It was,
hey, buddy,
it's starting
I knocked this guy out.
Like, one time, it's like, whatever, when you start to add up a few in, like, a short period of time, it's starting to get a little sketchy.
To play devil's advocate, Yahya, after coming, like, the first 30 seconds of the second round, looked pretty good.
He did. No, I mean he did, but I mean even he sort of even got up once Wynn realized, like, oh, you're not going to stop this.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to jump on you, and then he kind of like sort of started to get up, but I mean he didn't know what planet he was on.
No, he might still not.
What do you think of a 3 knockdown rule? That's it. Some people were talking
Just
about
fights over?
Fight or round. 3 knockdowns in a round, I wouldn't hate that.
I think I would assume. I think MMA is so much different than boxing that it's like you can do so much in such a little time that a 3 knockdown rule may take away what makes the sport so special.
Yeah.
Now I will say, if there's one thing that the sport needs to get better at is corner men throwing in the towel.
Totally.
Boxing's much
For
better.
sure.
Like if your corner knows it, and it's like you just talked to him on the stool,
But
and
the
he
issue
wasn't
is
there.
it's MMA where one mistake is like that, where boxing isn't that.
But
One
also-
takedown,
but also
one
like,
takedown.
But
changes
like,
everything.
All knockdowns are not created equally.
Yeah,
That's what I
true.
was thinking too.
Because like
If
there
you
are
put a
guys
3
like a
knockdown
flash
rule,
knockdown where you get like kind of just sat down your ass, like you're off balance.
Yeah.
Like there's
3 of those in a fight, we're saying the
or
fight's
there's
over.
knockdowns where you just got like legitimately almost knocked out.
Yeah.
Like, there's very
That's a good point.
So
And how
that's
does
why I would be against.
I would
it.
be against it.
how does a ref determine in the like he's
Exactly.
thinking about
Is
a
that a
billion
slip?
things?
Is that a knockdown? You would have
Yes.
controversy about that. Yeah. Rodolfo Vieira versus Tresean Gore.
Do we do it?
On Gore?
Do we do
Plus
it?
170?
I'm glad you said it because I almost was like afraid to say it.
I think he can like find a way.
It's so he
Vieira's not very
against
good.
Tulio. I thought he looked maybe
Yes.
the best he's looked against Tulio, and Tulio was just like a pretty good fighter, and just obviously took it to him on the feet. But Vieira's, I mean, he's not
he gets
young.
so
He's decent.
tired, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
He dies.
Gore,
Yeah.
it's just so tough because he's fought such better guys. Like Gore has literally like 9 pro fights,
Yeah.
and half of them have been in the UFC.
I think I might play Gore on this one. You
I
guys
think-
might convince me.
Gore 2-3.
Yeah.
Like I'll show you.
Also,
Like,
he kind of doesn't have a neck.
No, he doesn't.
Like, I had it
He does
highlighted
not.
on the app. Like it was one I circled.
Yeah.
That was
Kinda-
like, this is
and, like,
interesting.
No neck.
Like
He
no
also,
neck to
he
choke
also
out.
submitted Tricoli, who is like a submission specialist.
I would say.
Not good, but nowhere near Vieira. But
I would
still.
say. I would say one of my biggest learning points was this past week on Saturday when Buchecha was fighting Boudet. I should have realized Boudet was too fat to get submitted. Like he was too fat to get like Buchecha was trying to get like on his back.
Can't get hooks in.
He couldn't get hooks in, and then his
Yeah,
neck was just like it was like almost too fat to
Yeah.
like submit.
Yeah. It's advice for any UFC heavyweights out there. Pack on the pounds.
Yeah.
Rinya Nakamura, Nathan Fletcher. Nakamura's minus 425.
I think Nakamura has it.
Yeah. I would just stay
I
away
think he's
from
got
this.
a big advantage on the feet.
Yeah.
I think, but he also does have a wrestling background.
Yep.
He's not. He wrestled for China. I'm pretty sure at least.
Japan or was it
I'm sorry.
Japan, yeah.
I'm sorry,
Japan is turning
I'm sorry,
into a
Japan.
Yeah.
wrestling like haven. They were so good in the last Olympics. They have like these videos. I see them on TikTok. They are like obsessed with wrestling.
Yeah.
And obviously, it makes sense with like being like a combat sport. Like,
Well,
like
they'd be the new Dagestan.
That would be
send your
hilarious.
fighters to Kyoto.
yeah, Kyoto. Don't forget.
I even kind of was looking at even the knockout prices plus 275.
For Nakamura.
Nakamura is the guy that you play inside the distance and he just dominates for 15 minutes, and you're like,
know.
what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
I just like that like because Fletcher wants to grapple too.
And also, when
And
I
I think
see
he'll
his
be able
name,
to-
I think it's Shinsuke.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time. Yeah.
He should come out with the fight, like with that.
Who did Shinsuke walk out? It wasn't him, but it was
He
someone
did
else.
walk out
It was like
somebody.
a family friend, he said.
Shinsuke did walk out somebody.
Because I saw him backstage. I was like, oh, shit.
Yes, yeah.
I actually texted one of my friends at WWE and was like, hey, does Shinsuke, like, do interviews? Like, does he,
Yeah.
I don't know how good his English
Yeah.
is. And he was like, it really depends on, like, if he wants to talk to you, how good his English is.
That's funny.
He does
Classic.
maybe an Ichiro.
Ichiro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Japanese players.
Yeah.
Otani
Which I
does
respect,
it.
to be honest.
Otani definitely knows how to
Like,
speak
if you could
English.
play that card, play that card.
Like when Otani gets asked about gambling, he's like, English?
Yeah, no idea what you're saying. Danny Silva versus Kevin Vallejos, minus 410 on Vallejo.
So I think this is a fight that if it happens and it stays on the feet, like I feel like Danny Silva has like a weird chance. I think Vallejos is a better fighter, but like the line, I don't know why it was intriguing me a little bit. I think I love Vallejos so much, but yeah. What are your thoughts?
It was tough because I like lean Vallejos, but like I see your angle where like Silva's a solid striker. I don't think he's been finished. Like, but Vallejos is also durable. Like, he's the guy who fought Gene Silva, like, didn't get finished. Like, had a good fight with him. But then so that's why, like, it was kind of determined from the under. Maybe Vallejos is a parlay piece, but I hear you, though. It's kind of like, I could see that, if it, like I said, if the fight happens, getting to the cards, it's like a close, like, 29-28 fight. Where, like, Vallejos wasn't, like, a great bet, but he, like, gets the nod. I guess I lean Vallejos, but that's it.
Also,
maybe under for fun. I just love betting fighters to go the distance when I have, like, two strikers.
It was Ray Tassura who
There we go.
Shinsuke walked out. UFC 303.
Van smoked him.
Yeah.
That was after that.
Up next on the card, we've got, I think it's the Neil Magny fight. Yes, Neil Magny versus Zaleski Dos Santos. Dos Santos minus 198, Neil Magny plus 164. Don't hate Neil Magny.
This is the other one I wanted. This is basically what you did to me with Gore. This is what I wanted to do with you, Jack. And it really, really, for me, it's the size advantage is so massive.
Yeah.
He is so much taller and so much longer that if he can use that at all to his advantage.
Yeah.
Like he's lost the last two. Prates and Morales. Like, these are young killers. It's two older guys.
This feels like a Neil Magny gatekeeper spot.
Like he's in a similar spot where, like, he's obviously, they're both old. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think plus 164 right now. I'm very intrigued by it.
Yeah, they're both
I think
old.
I think this could be a close fight.
How old is Dos Santos? He's not 37, is he? Oh, he's 38. He's even older.
That's what I'm saying. They're both. It's an old guy.
That's
fight.
the only reason why I'm kind of a little bit like. I feel like Dos Santos has been through the ringer. He kind of knows how to deal with, like, tough fights like this, where it's like he's not going to take him lightly. But I'm not lining up to take
he's the
Dos Santos.
favorite, to be honest.
Because, like, I thought he'd be the favorite, but I thought it'd be smaller than this.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be minus, like, 140, 150.
Yeah, I mean, like, guns ahead, I would take Magny.
There's a guy who, like, beat Phil Rowe, and I know that was, like, controversial, but still beat, like, Phil Rowe in the last couple of years. Like, I don't know. I think this is gonna be like a close fight where you want to be on the dog side.
Yes.
I think he could grind out a decision.
Let's do one more ad before we get onto the main card, UFC Vegas 108, and that is our friends at Blue Chew. Guys, enter the room dick first. Blue Chew isn't just a tablet, it's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting, like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk or a corner talk, and a gym membership. They're not throwing in the towel if you're using Blue Chew, tell you that much.
Never.
They are the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex, and this ain't a supplement, it's an erection resurrection. This ain't just about performance, this is about legacy or third legacy. Give her group chat something to talk about. You know when you lay it down, they're going to be talking about how it gets up. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use promo code SPINNIN at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. SPINNIN, SPINNIN. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. And big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. And then on to the main card here. Carol Rosa and Nora Cornell kick it off. Carol Rosa minus 185 in this fight. Nora is plus 154. I have no opinion at all on this fight.
It's just, this fight sucks.
No disrespect.
Yeah, it's just like
no disrespect.
It's just wild to see a fight like this high
on the main card.
I just can't.
10 p.m. We're going to be starting to get tired.
Second fight. It should be the second fight of the night.
No disrespect. I don't care.
Nora is just like. I mean, Carol Rose is the better fighter, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
She's never finished
anybody. I think
anybody.
the price is actually, not to mincy it, but like Vegas nailed this one.
I mean, like Nora, Nora fights hard, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like you could see like it going to the decision, which a lot of Carol Rosa or all Carol Rosa fights have gone. And you could see kind of like a shaky scorecard, but if this was plus 200, I'd be looking. But plus 154, I'm kind of just.
I also might be wrong. This might not be the first fight on the main card. I think it's a 6-fight main card this week, not 4.
Yeah, well, but Vallejo's fight's on the main card.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
but
just
still
being on.
Yeah, just insane.
And maybe it's worse that it's the third fight on the main card
that the UFC's producing.
Yeah, it's tough.
I agree. If it got up to like 180, 200, I would probably take Cornell, but.
All right. Elvis Brenner, Esteban Ribovics, a fight that we can really look forward to. Brenner plus 190, Ribovics minus 230.
I think Ribovics is the better fighter, but I'm intrigued because I think it's gonna be a dogfight.
Yeah, me too.
And I do think Brenner. I know Alvarez finished him late in the third round, but he is a durable guy. Alvarez is a beast.
Yeah.
Brenner's a durable guy. Yeah, it's tough. I guess I lean Brenner because I think it's gonna be a close fight. And he's a sizable dog, plus 190. But I think this is like the fight of the night fight.
Or the next one. I mean, the next one could be too, the Duncan fight.
For sure. No, absolutely. I think there's more of a chance of a finish maybe in that fight, but not. It's I think it's a super close. I guess I'll say for the show I'll pick Brenner just because I like.
Yeah, me too.
Considering he's plus 190, I think it's gonna be close. And just like
I do think Ribovics. I wouldn't bet Ribovics minus 230, but
Brenner's tough.
I lean him.
What's the plus 3.5 for?
It is
Brenner
plus
100. Like I mean, I think like if it
like
gets,
him to just survive it, like
so
or
that
I guess he could get 10-8 in a round, but
survive. No, plus 3.5 would be.
Actually,
you have to win a round.
I've never played it.
I've never played any plus.
So it's all
numbers
the
like
scorecards
that.
combined.
Yeah,
Okay,
and that
so
to me
have
just
to,
like
that means that like Brenner wins a round at least or gets the finish.
Yeah.
it just to me it feels like they tell fighters don't leave it up to the judges. Like we have the power not to leave it up to the judges, so I'm like I never will.
Yeah. The nice thing is that if you want to take the minus, it is kind of covering
Like a
beatdown
yeah.
without a finish.
Yeah.
But I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I was considering it here because I think Brenner is a tough guy, could survive. I mean, he went into the third round with Alvarez, right?
Yeah.
He's a guy who's really tough. This could go to scorecards, and I think he's going to win a round. But at that point, plus 3.5, why don't you just take him to win? Like if he's if
I agree with you.
if you're thinking he's going to win a round,
True.
Like why aren't you taking him to like that was
He
like
can't win two. He could win one, but
someone
not two. Yeah.
commented or sent me a tweet after the Wonder Boy thing. His last fight is like, oh, you should have just taken on plus 3.5. Like, no, I took a plus 410 dog that won the fucking fight.
Yeah,
but I would take that 100 times out of 100. Like, this is like, but yeah, the plus 3.5 it's a nice feature that DraftKings has.
Yeah.
That like if you want to get involved, I know some people do it. But
I know a few people in the office
never
that do
done
it.
I've never done it.
I've never played.
Someone texted me recently watching a card and they were like, "Oh, I have this plus 3.5," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know people did that."
Most people think it's like 30-27, but it's all the scorecards together.
Yeah. Rebecca versus Duncan. Rebecca minus 205. Duncan plus 170. Banger of a fight. Kind of one of those where it's like if you think this is going to turn into just an absolute all-out firefight, why wouldn't you play Chris Duncan?
Duncan,
I lean Rebecca for sure.
Chris Duncan is like the most durable chinny guy of all time.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I would describe him.
Yeah.
And he's kind of has the DDP in him where it's just like he finds ways to win.
He's a dog, dude. Dude, remember, I mean, the Oki fight, he literally he choked him to sleep and then let it go, and then it was like, wait a second, he's unconscious.
Yeah.
Like this guy's unbelievable. I mean, the Contender Series fight's like one of the greatest comebacks. Like
I think
in the history of the sport.
If I had to put money on fight of the night, I would say this one.
And he's Scottish, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He trains at American Top. They're both from American Top Team.
He trains.
Oh
like,
shit, yeah.
He's one of Poirier's like main trainers.
That's weird.
Yeah. They've trained against each other
I know
a
he trains
lot.
with Francis Marshall a lot.
Huh.
Because I think Rebecca is the better fighter. Like I think
Yes.
this is line. Like I agree with the
Yes.
he should be the favorite and should be like a solid favorite.
But Chris Duncan's
Duncan's a dog.
He's
man.
a wild card. Yeah.
He finds a way. He's
Yeah.
one of those guys that he finds a way sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, like,
And I could see here. It wouldn't shock me if he found a way. But I guess I'd be surprised if Rebecca got submitted though. But at the same time, I could see Duncan like maybe he just clips him, and like just jumps Gilly.
What's the
Rebecca's just like
Duncan submissions plus 900?
that's his last.
He's won by submission his last two fights.
Yeah, plus
He
900.
submitted Vucinovic, who's also like
You know what,
submission.
You know what,
submission
me
artist.
a decent one fight ends by sub. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think
I don't
both
hate
these
that.
guys, I
Yeah, I
think
like
both
that.
these guys
I don't
may be
hate
able
that.
to
plus 350.
I don't hate that.
I like
fight
that.
ends by sub. Could
I like
be something.
that.
So it's like you cover both.
Yeah.
The only this is an amazing fight. I don't really know what to do with it because I've been burned by Duncan before and I don't want to again. So like laying the juice on Rebecca's just I kind of roll my eyes at. You could say, okay, Rebecca inside the distance, is plus 120. But this is a hell of a fight. Maybe you take on under and you just move on, or you take fight ends by sub and you move on.
I like that
and
fight ends by
enjoy it.
sub. I'm going to take
Yeah,
that.
I like it.
And then the main event, Tatsuro Taira versus Hyun-Sung Park. Taira's minus 355. I kind of think it's probably right. Like, I think he's better everywhere.
Yeah, it's just like I think Park's pretty damn good, and it's like Taira has a like kind of he's really good, has better experience, has gone longer.
Yeah.
I just am concerned he fights close here.
I like Park at this number.
Yeah.
Really?
If it was Tyra minus like 150,
Yeah.
like 180, I'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah. But I think the line's huge.
It is.
Like I'm willing to bet Park plus 280. I mean, if he, especially get up to even higher. But I'd say 250 or higher. I'll say just for like a baseline. I'm willing to like find out how good he is.
I feel like the 5 rounds
Tyra's
benefits
good. Like
Taira a lot.
Like this is a guy who went 5 rounds with
Yeah.
Royval. Like
Yeah.
he's been in those main events before. Like Park, this is new to Park. But he's shown enough talent and enough explosiveness and well-roundedness that like plus 280, I'll take a shot because I haven't seen quite enough from Tyra to be like, oh, this guy's just like next. I think he's a guy that could touch gold one day. Like I think he
Yeah.
has potential.
I
But
don't
Park, I
hate-
also think is very good too.
I don't hate Taira by decision, plus 215. Because part of me would be surprised if he finished him, but I still think he's going to win.
Yeah,
Also, you kind of look at like these like Tyra's kind of run here. CJ Vergara sub, Jesus Aguilar sub, Edgar Shira's decision, Carlos Hernandez KO, Alex Perez KO, but it was an injury.
yeah,
And I know people were like, "Oh, he meant to do that," but I think that was a knee that gave out. Yeah.
and lost to Royval.
Yeah.
In a good fight, but Royval I thought clearly won.
Yeah, he got the split decision.
Royval
but
won like he just out dogged him.
Yeah.
And just a better striker.
He unsung Park, like, yeah, I'm with you. Like, that's why I just kept coming back to the fact, thinking, like, I think this, like, could be a really close fight.
I agree.
And I think and not to be like, I mean, it's a Japanese guy and a Korean guy, but, like, they kind of just, like, they're the same body type. They fight very similar.
Yep.
They have very similar skills. I think it's a decent fight. Obviously, this wasn't the ideal main event. And obviously, it's short notice for Park, but he was supposed to fight next week.
I think he was supposed to fight Urseg too.
Yeah.
He was supposed to fight like a elite like top contender.
Astro Boy.
Yes, I mean I think there's a chance he might be a better striker here too. Like I'm fascinated to see the matchup on the feet.
I think it should be a good fight. It's not like an exciting fight from names or whatever, but like the fight itself, I think will be entertaining.
Yeah, it may not be. Like,
I don't think it'll be like at a BMF
There could be a lot
slobber
of
knocker.
scrambling and like grappling exchanges.
Some shit like that.
It's one of those. They're both well rounded. Like obviously Tyra definitely wants to be on the mat more,
Yeah.
but they both like definitely don't like. Park doesn't mind being there either. It's one of those where like I think it could go so many different ways. Like there's so many variables.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll take Park plus 280.
So there you go. That was UFC Vegas 108 preview. Enjoy the card this weekend. Enjoy PFL on Friday night, of course. Check out the Thad Gene interview, and we'll talk to you next time.